Hello, everyone. Let me know when you're on. Type a comment. I'm on my phone, not on my computer. So let me know when you're on so we can start this wonderful, wonderful subject that has come up several times this week for me in conversations with several people. Awesome. Hi, guys. I can't see who's on yet unless you guys comment. So, interesting subject, right? Guilt and why we don't owe our parents. How many of you can relate to the title today? Or how many of you have ever felt that you guys owe your parents? Hello, Greg. Hi, sister. Hi, Felix. This is definitely one of those subjects that I have found myself talking about. The red hair, right now it's on break. It's a little orange, and my wisdom hairs are coming through. It's a little orange. Um, but I found myself talking about this with several people these past couple of weeks. And can you guys hear me okay? I'm on my headset. I figured this would be better than having just all the ambient noise out here. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Oh, I saw Vicky's face pop up. Awesome. So, this is definitely one of those subjects that has been coming up a lot. A lot of people have been definitely coming up. It's something that has been on my mind for sure, where a lot of us feel like we owe our parents, or we owe our bosses, or that we owe maybe our brothers or sisters, anybody who's ever helped us out in some way. Hi, Liz. So I'm going to go ahead and define the word guilt for you guys, because a lot of us use words and don't even realize what they actually mean. I find myself really digging into definitions a lot. I find myself recently just digging up the etymology of a lot of words, going into the origins of words. Um, and the etymology is really the origin. So guilt is crime, sin, moral defect, failure of duty, to pay for debt, to influence someone by appealing to the sense of guiltiness, to commit offense, to act criminally. And then in the dictionary, it's having committed a crime or offense, to make someone feel guilty in order to induce them to do something. It's an emotional conflict. It's when we find ourselves feeling that we should have or we shouldn't have done something. Okay? A lot of times we'll have grown up in a household where our parents made us feel obligated to help. Go help your sister. Go help your brother. There's a cute little bird behind me. It's awesome. They always come through. Where we felt as a child that we had to go help. Not that we wanted to or volunteered, but that we had to, that we were obligated to. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when we feel obligated to help our parents with their bills, when we feel obligated to help our parents to get them out of certain situations, to get them, say we've already left the house and we find them maybe struggling, but that's to their own accord because they either have addictions or a gambling problem, or they just don't know how to manage their money. Or say we're still at home And we're barely getting on our feet or getting our stuff together in order to get out of the house. Or we can't get out of the house because we're too busy helping them. This is what I'm talking about. Where they make us feel obligated to continue to assist them. This is the kind of guilt I'm talking about. A lot of the times what's happened is as children, they've made us feel obligated to help them. Now, I'm not particularly talking about my parents, at least not in my case. I am the fourth child of 5. However, I do believe my older brothers and sisters may have felt obligated. And how this happens is by our parents making certain comments. You know, I used to go out before you came into my life. Me and your dad used to run the streets. We used to go out dancing. We used to do all kinds of stuff. And then we had kids. And what parents don't understand is that as a child, we don't understand that you're just telling a story. As a child, we're comprehending that as, oh my gosh, when I grow up, I'm going to make sure that I do something to make it up to them. And a lot of the times we interpret that as, I'm going to pay a bill for them, or I'm going to help them through some difficult time. How many of you guys can relate to that? Give me a thumbs up or a heart or something. A lot of the times we don't understand that this is actually what's happening. And the reason that I say is that we don't know them shit is because guilt or culpa no nos sirve de nada. It doesn't. It keeps us enslaved. It keeps us captive. It keeps us holding on or as if we are in debt forever with them. Now, I'm not saying don't help your parents. What I am saying is analyze the situation. Now, I'm going to give you a personal story, but I'm not going to say names. For some of you who know me for years, you might recognize the story. So I knew someone who used to help their parents out. This person had a sister, and the little sister used to like little cutesy stuff from Abercrombie and Finch, and they used to buy her little sweaters and this, that, and the other. And they used to come to Vegas and they used to gamble. And then all of a sudden, he'd get a phone call. Hey, can you send us $300? My eyes would go this wide. And I'd say, absolutely not. You're not pulling money out of our household to pay your mismanagement of money. So that stopped there. And he would turn to me and be like, how could you do that? And I said, no, you're enabling. And he said, but I owe my parents my life. Really? Do you? Did you ask to be here? Do you remember consciously asking to be here? Because a lot of times we'll hear this from a lot of people. Or from our parents, right? I brought you in, I'll take you out. But a lot of us didn't ask consciously to be here. Now, we did choose our parents, but that's a whole nother subject for another day. But the way we release guilt is by allowing us to slowly detach and stop enabling our parents or our bosses even. Because you can't pour from an empty cup, guys. We don't owe them. Now I'm talking on the monetary side here. When you guys give from your heart, and I'm talking about when they've asked you to do something for them and you're like, sure, no problem. And then you continue to do it. They haven't asked you again. That's from your heart. You know when it's from your heart and you don't feel obligated. That's entirely different. But I'm pretty sure that the day that they're on their deathbed, I'm pretty sure the last thing you're thinking of is, I should have paid their bills. I should have helped them out in that manner. So, am I getting my point across? Guilt only helps to hold us captive. Not just with our parents, with the people we feel that have done favors to us. People that have done favors to us, if they really have done favors for us, it should be in and out and we're good. You should never feel like you owe anybody anything. It should not be a tit for tat. The same should be with our parents. Do you guys have any questions? Now, if any of you are struggling with releasing guilt, even if it's not on a monetary thing, even if it's not with your parents, even if it's for something else, if it's for an actual crime, because again, back to the etymology. When we go back into the etymology of what guilt actually is, it goes into crime, sin, moral defect, failure of duty, to pay for a debt, to influence someone by appealing to their sense of guiltiness, to commit an offense or to act criminally. And then we go into the emotional aspect of it, which is to have done or not done something. But for the most part, it's to act criminally. Now, do y'all go around acting criminal with your parents or with your bosses? So, if you guys need help with that, I have processes. Let me know. I'm here to help. But my main thing is that slowly but surely, a lot of the times we feel like we owe our parents because of the comments they made to us as children. Oh, we used to go out before we had kids, or before we had you, we had this life, or we used to do these things. And then as kids, we take those comments and later well, when I grow up and I have money, I'm going to help you with this and I'm going to help you with that. We don't realize that we're doing damage to our children by making them later feel obligated to help us. And I'm not talking about chores, you guys. I'm not talking about chores. So be very mindful of how you are raising your children. Be very mindful of what you guys are creating in their life. Be very mindful of what you're telling them, even if it's jokingly. Now, I also know that when single moms have had it rough, there's a lot of firstborns who take on that role that doesn't correspond to them. They take on that role of the man of the house. Or even that firstborn daughter who takes on the man of the house, and then they take on a lot of masculine traits. We got to make sure that we revoke that from them, because they're meant to be children until a man of the house comes in. I've seen this a lot with several of my clients, several of my family members, where their children take on that role. And us as parents need to watch it. You need to pay attention to those children who take on that role without it being theirs. Okay? So I wanted to keep this one short. I'm hoping I was able to get my point across. I'm hoping this one helped you guys. Again, you guys are not indebted forever to your parents, because the last thing I'm pretty sure that you guys are thinking of when they're on their deathbed is, oh, I should have paid more of their bills. Okay? We don't owe them. What we do owe them is love. And out of love comes a lot of other things. But a lot of the times we're enabling them with the guilt. So, if you guys need help with that, I can help. Let me know. DM me. Let me know what you thought of this. I will be talking to you guys soon. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I don't see any questions. I don't see any comments. Nothing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. You guys take care. Bye.